Hi, this is Steve from SkyTech, and today we're going to review the new Apple Vision Pro. Okay, let's start with the technology. Just look at this thing. There has never been anything quite like this. This is one of the reasons why the tech digerati are so excited about Apple Vision Pro. It's so new, it's revolutionary, and everybody wants to see what the fuss is about. Let's start by the resolution, what you see through the lens. What Apple's managed to do is jam about 64 pixels into the space of a single iPhone 15 pixel so that you cannot even see any jagged edges in your screen. It's like when you went from a regular screen to a Retina display, but 10 times that. It also tracks your eye as you move inside the display, so it knows what you're looking at, which then gives it the ability to have you look at something just to select it. You'll be able to place floating windows anywhere, seemingly attached to the physical walls in your home. The UI elements in these windows reflect light subtly, like on the edges. They look like frosted glass. And you just look at the corner of one and pinch it to move it, to resize it. And you get to experience these entirely immersive environments where the system is basically fooling you into believing you're actually on top of a volcano, complete with spatial audio, so as you move your head, the sound tracks with you. You can browse the web while you're simultaneously doing other things. Like I dictated a note in a different window while responding to somebody's text in another window, giving them a thumbs up. It's wild. I explored almost 100 panoramas that I captured years ago, which is like an entirely new experience. You actually feel like you're stepping back into that world, and it's life-size, so you can look left and right and see that space as if you're there again. I watched about 10 spatial videos that I recorded on my iPhone 15 Pro months ago, knowing that someday I'd be able to relive those memories in Apple Vision Pro, and they were very interesting. It is a replacement for your home theater. The video and the audio is phenomenal, but you are wearing a headset, so you can't share that experience with another person. But if it's just for you, it's pretty amazing. In a very dark environment, you'll get some light flares in your eyes. So I recommend watching those things either in the lit room that you're in and don't put the environment, or use the daytime view of the environment. We have to talk about Encounter Dinosaur. You're sitting in your office or any room and it's mapping your room, and then all of a sudden a window opens up and you have view into a 3D dinosaur land. And as you relate to the characters in the movie, they relate back to you and have different responses. I don't want to ruin it for you because it's so phenomenal. Do it multiple times and have different relationships with the characters. You have different endings. It is definitely a sneak peek to the future of entertainment. Way better than anything you'd find at Disney World or Disneyland. I mean it that much. It's incredible. The environments that they show on television don't do it justice. You're actually feeling like you're sitting in the valley at Yosemite, looking up at snow-covered hills while the clouds are moving overhead. You feel like you're there. Or you get transported to the top of a volcano in Hawaii. You get to go to places you never will go. Like you could be transported to the moon. You could watch a movie on the moon. I watched part of Gravity on the moon. Phenomenal. So if you have a tiny office, transform it to the moon. It's crazy. Okay, so what are some of the downsides beyond the price, beyond the weight that other people have talked about? All right, first of all, there is no mouse or cursor. Now, the downside to that is if you're like me, your eyes tend to flit about a lot at different things. So I think I finished one action, but I haven't completed it. And yet when I tap, I'm tapping on something else. So you have to like focus on what you're doing, tap, and then move on to the next thing. In fact, if you're watching a movie, be careful about where your hands are. Even if they're in your lap, you could jump ahead or inadvertently close that movie. Pro tip, keep your hands under the blanket. Should you buy Apple Vision Pro? It's clear to me that if you're a developer or even remotely interested in the future of VR, you should buy Apple Vision Pro. Because this is where this is going. I mean, Minority Report excites you, Tony Stark excites you, then yes, you should get one of these tools. And then finally, if you work with a lot of physical screens, creating movies, creating content, watching security cameras, security feeds, anyone who knows what swivel chair integration is, then yes, get an Apple Vision Pro. You'll thank me for it later. If you enjoy these videos, please like and subscribe. Here's a final pro tip. Take off the light shield and wear Apple Vision Pro less like a pair of goggles and more like a pair of glasses. You'll be able to see more of the world around you, your own hands and surroundings, and feel less isolated and have a wider field of view. Enjoy.